When I was 9 years old, I wanted a Nintendo DSi for one reason and one reason only. When I finally got one, I found a love for animation through having and experiencing the Flipnote Studios application on my Nintendo DSi. Flipnote Studios was a very well-made application for young animators. I say well-made because the interface was so simple and easy to grasp. Anyone can make an animation of a ball bouncing or something flying across the screen, and if they were gifted, they would make advanced animations, incredible works made only within the limitations of the application. And sure, there were limitations, such as not having a variety of different colors or a limiting amount of animation you can make in one Flipnote, but if you were a child who was interested in animation and wanting to imitate that, then this was the perfect start. Flipnote Hetana, or Hetana, would be the online gallery server where people from across the world who also had Flipnote Studios on their DSIs can share their animations for others to see. It was kinda like a mini YouTube for young animators. Hetana had a unique rating system. If a Flipnote or an animation was popular among the community, it would commonly receive plenty of gold stars and comments. These gold stars would come from viewers who showed their appreciation for a Flipnote by tapping as many times as they wanted on the gold star button to add to the number of stars a Flipnote would get. And if a Flipnote was really good, viewers who had brought star packs with actual money could give different colored stars to Flipnotes, not just gold ones that everyone can infinitely give. Different colored stars were a great indicator of whether a Flipnote was worth its popularity. Sure, that Flipnote may have had thousands of gold stars, but this one was giving green stars, blue stars, and even the rare purple star. It all depended on how well received the Flipnote was by the community. Channels were different places for people to post their Flipnotes on Hetana. If your Flipnote was about sports, it would go into the sports channel, or if your Flipnote was about anime, it would go into the anime channel. But really, you could post your Flipnote on any channel, in multiple channels at that. Flipnote Hetana had given its users the option to report a Flipnote if that Flipnote was inappropriate. For a Flipnote to be deemed inappropriate, it must have had cursing, sexual content, and death. That's at least what I remember. But you see, as great of a tool it was for users to moderate Flipnotes to keep the channels clean, like any tool, it could be used for evil.
Hey, false reporter, you're a punk, you have no morals, you're completely out of order. Is this how you settle quarrels, flagging flips? Just to knock them off the top 10 list, you piece of... Hey, false reporter, what's it like being so petty? And why are your hands so sweaty? You still snuggle with your teddy, you're a noob. You have the talent of my shoe, you know it's true. Oh, what would you do for green? I hope you catch a bad disease, catch a bad disease.
False reporters were infamous trolls who would report Flipnotes that were not inappropriate and get those innocent Flipnotes removed. These were people who just wanted to take down Flipnotes because they couldn't animate for shit and wanted to stir some drama. The community hated this and showed their disdain for false reporters very well through making Flipnotes about them. I don't know if the Flipnote Hetana higher-ups ever did something about this, but this was a major issue during Hetana's lifespan. Spin-offs were Flipnotes that were parodies or imitations of certain popular Flipnotes. Hetana provided the ability for users to download Flipnotes off of the server and onto their offline Flipnote studios so they can watch their favorite Flipnotes without having to go on Hetana if they didn't have internet access. There, the user would have the ability to edit the Flipnote as they pleased. Imagine someone taking this YouTube video and downloading it, but they would magically have the powers to edit the very essence of it, as if I just gave them all of the video and audio files for it. People were able to download Flipnotes, edit, and re-upload them onto Hetana as their own, and Hetana would recognize these types of Flipnotes as spin-offs and label them as such automatically. Sometimes these spin-offs would be legitimate parodies of people trying to show how they would animate to the sound given in the original Flipnote, and that was the purpose of spin-offs, but unfortunately people took advantage of this feature and would sometimes keep the original animation in the Flipnote while just tampering with it, making slight adjustments like giving the animation animation a different color or changing the speed of it before re-uploading it on Hetena. This was very much frowned upon, as you can imagine. However, creators had the choice to lock their Flipnotes when uploading them, meaning that the Flipnote when downloaded was not able to be edited or re-uploaded if the creator locked it.
Okay everybody, there's something I really want to discuss with you. A while ago, tons of people were posting comments on my Flipnotes saying essentially the same thing. The thing about locking Flipnotes is, I don't want to. I want people to be free to take an already made Flipnote and inject it with their own creative ideas. But then of course tons of people just copy them without giving credit. So after thinking about it for a while, I have decided to start locking them. You shouldn't copy Flipnotes. You should use your own ideas on your own flips instead. And if it's a repost, then give credit so people know. I might eventually start posting unlocked versions of Flipnotes again, but I just want people to learn a lesson. Don't copy Flipnotes. Thanks for understanding, everybody. Bye!
Star beggars were people who uploaded Flipnotes that just begged for stars, or re-uploaded stolen Flipnotes while begging for stars at the end, or made Flipnotes showing sad Pikachus wanting to be adopted. And to adopt an intangible fictional poorly drawn Pikachu, you had to give 10 stars. It was people just begging for stars. Imagine a person uploading a video onto YouTube and the entire video is just them begging for you to like the video. Pretty sure it has probably been done before, but this was what star beggars basically were to Hetena. The amount of stars a creator would receive on all of their Flipnotes would be presented on their creator's room or the Hetena profile, basically like a YouTube channel but for Hetena. It looked nice to have so many stars on your creator's room, especially different colored stars besides gold, but star begging was frowned upon, as well as false reporting and spin-offs that were just stealing and rehashing Flipnotes. There were different types of Flipnotes. Many people did MVs, or music videos, where they would get popular songs and animate their characters lip-syncing to those songs, along with animating wacky effects to it. These music videos would only be 1 minute long, because that was the limit of how much you can animate in a single Flipnote, so the whole song wasn't being used, typically just the chorus. I'm a fire in my laser. There were Flipnotes that took funny sound bites from internet memes or cartoon shows where people would animate their characters lip-syncing along with their characters' impressions to those sound bites. There were Flipnotes that had creators animate their own characters with their own recorded audio and their own stories. There were Flipnotes that had incredible stick figure battles that would make you question if these animators were really fucking human. Boss, I'm looking at you. This was Flipnote Hetena, a community of animators that I, along with very many, were once a part of. I made my own Flipnotes along with my brother. We had these characters called Flame Dude and Ice Dude. I was Flame Dude, he was Ice Dude, a typical brother duo. We called ourselves the Broskis because we were brothers and we heard a wrestler we liked use the word broski, so we just used that as our name. I got into my own drama, I rap battled people.
Yo, Johnny! Who the heck are you talking to? I hit you with my rap so bad, I make sure Orion hears you!
I did stupid stuff on Hetena as well, but remember, I was just a little kid. I made my own music videos, respectful spin-offs, and shorts. Enjoyed the community we had. I consider the best of the best Flipnote animators to be gods. Gizmo, Anthony, Boss, Epic Guitar, Fred. No, not YouTube Fred. Scribbler. And more I can no longer remember. In short, gods is a very overdramatic phrasing, I am aware, but you must understand, when I was 9 years old, I was a very dramatic kid, and I feel my way of paying tribute to these animators is by calling them what I called them when I was 9, when they made an impact on me and inspired me to continue animating. Flipnote Hetena died on May 31st, 2013. After 4 years, they shut down their servers, and my childhood animation community was gone, along with all of the Flipnotes I posted on Hetena, but never saved or kept. I continued to make Flipnotes since only the online part of the application was gone, but for the longest time I didn't have anywhere to share them. Until
Flipnote Studio 3D's biggest feature is just that, the ability to draw Flipnotes in 3D.
I got a Nintendo 3DS. There was a Flipnote Studios application for the 3DS called Flipnote Studio 3D, but no Hetena, no return of an online community. The application was great though, it came with more colors, more layers, and it was an overall upgrade, but no Hetena, no internet audience to show off your Flipnotes too. I found out a way to convert my Flipnotes on my 3DS into AVI files onto my SD card and uploaded those files to YouTube. That's where I got my start animating on YouTube in 2015. But if I wanted to take animation seriously, I had to grow up. I couldn't call these videos I was uploading to YouTube Flipnotes, they were animations. I was a small fish dropped in a very, very big pond when I decided to transition to YouTube, and if I wanted to keep making animations, I had to let go of Flipnote Studios. So, Toon Boom it was. A professional software for professional animators. But no matter what animation, no matter what series I create in the future, my start was from Flipnote Studios, and I will always be proud of that. Hetena is still alive. In a different form, sure, but it now lives through a server called Sudomemo, created by fans of Hetena. I don't know much about it, but I do know that it resembles Hetena beautifully. You can research it if you want. When I heard about Sudomemo, I didn't think of joining it and trying to become popular there and continue what I had, because I'm not a kid anymore. And I do more than just animate now. I rap, make video essays like this one, and storytell. But I'm happy there's a place for young animators to start as long as they have a Nintendo 3DS and have someone to show them how to access Sudomemo. They're golden. Recently, all of the Flipnotes from the Hetena days, thought to be lost forever, resurfaced on the archive website. It was heartwarming to see my very first animations that I thought I would have never gotten to see again, and bet your ass I downloaded those fuckers so fast. That frog was a symbol of young animators who were given a chance to show what talent they had to the world. I don't know where the Flipnote animator gods are now. I hope they're doing well, but I just want to say thank you to them and thank you to all of the people who made Hetena what it was. And even thank you to the false reporters, spin-off Flipnote stealers, and star beggars, because if it wasn't for you fuckwads, there would have been some drama in the community that would have forced the best of the best to make dope animations clowning you all. Thank you for watching this video, and if I did miss some things or were incorrect about certain things, just kindly tell me. Most of this video is going off of memory, but I would like to say thank you to everyone who has been subscribed to my channel. We hit over 500. thank you for watching these animations. Thank you for watching these raps that I do. Thank you for accepting these raps that I do, because honestly, when I write lyrics for characters, I'm not thinking, yeah, this is the best shit I've ever. I'm thinking, oh my god, I hope they don't think this is cringe. I do this shit because I love this stuff, okay? I wish I had more elegant words, but then I'm just going to sound pretentious if I start saying big ass words to describe how I feel when it comes to doing what I do. And there's nothing else I want to do. There's nothing else that I can't imagine myself doing other than trying to entertain people with animations and doing raps and storytelling. There's nothing else. So that was my start, and I will never forget my roots. I will never forget that frog. And just thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching and getting me up to this point, passing over 500 subscribers, and just watching my shit. And hopefully this channel continues to grow, and I keep doing what I want to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it.